Hello everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back. Today I have an interactive slider card to share with you today. I will be using the Classroom Cuties and Let's Ride Together stamp sets along with the coordinating dies and the largest stitched panel slimline die in this set. I will also be using these two border slimline dies. So to start out, I die cut out that panel with Bristol smooth paper and I am ink blending the spiced marmalade color on the top half of this card using my blending buddy. And then next I will come in with the mustard seed and ink blend that on the bottom half. So I'm trying to go for like an early morning glow when kind of you're getting on the bus and it's really sunny in the morning. So that's kind of what this color background inspiration is. After I get that, I kind of blend the two and then I move on to that grass border using crushed olive. Once I'm done with that, I'm moving on to this little hill. And I am using my Spectrum Noir Anthracite, and I'm kind of wanting that to look like concrete. After I have all of these ink blended, I go in with a mister of water and mist all of them and heat set that just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. So now I am going in and kind of just placing where I want things to be. This gives me a visual of where I'm going to be placing my little slider window. So the most important part about this is figuring out your width. So you need your width to be a little bit wider than the foam adhesive you're going to be using. So if you have foam adhesive that's too big, you can cut it down, but you just need to make sure that it fits in there with a little bit of wiggle room. If you have a T-ruler, that works best for measuring this out. I don't have one, so I just did it with my regular ruler. Then I'm using an X-Acto knife and cutting it out. My length, I just decided on, kind of how long I wanted them to travel. That's not as important as the width. So this is going to be my slider tab, and that you will see through. So I wanted to color that in the same color as the background so it matched. Next up, I'll be adhering my grass and my road. I will be cutting down this road using the stitched panel die as well. It gives it a really nice seamless look. Once those are both adhered down, I'm going to start placing my images down. The first one up is the stop light, and I'm going to have that just scooch over a little bit from the edge. I'm going to be using a circle punch to punch half of a circle out of the edge of this to create a grip for pulling on the pull tab. And then I'm adhering the bust down next. By the way, I pre-colored and die cut out all these images before I filmed this video just to save time. So I wanted to show you something else I like using this tidy tray for. I like storing my little images in it while I'm doing that specific card. I can kind of keep them all in there, the smaller ones, and just have it ready to go and not worry about, oh, where did that little whistle or where did that little bird go? I have them all right in that little tidy tray, so it's tidy for that too. So next I'm starting to adhere the images. I'm just placing where I want those two little girls to go. That will be the part that moves on the card, just to give me an idea of how to place everything else. And now I'm adding their little accessories, a little lunch bag and a little apple, because they are going to school. And next step up is flipping the card over and starting to work on my slider channel. So it's going to be moving this direction. It's going to be moving to the left. So we can't block anything that direction. So you're going to make the stop of it be on the right-hand side. And again, this is when it's flipped over upside down. So I'm going to be using some of this shaker foam, and that is where it's going to end. I kind of chose that length because then I know when I slide across, you won't see the end of the slider tab. You will just see more of the inked background. So that's how I planned that out. So if you are making one this same size, I would just say give it an 1.5 inches extra and you'll be good. The tab itself, when I first cut it out, it was as long as the slimline card, just for reference. So once I have that all done, I take my anti-static powder tool and I like to use that powder in it to get sticky off of things, make sure that nothing's going to stick to that at all. And I definitely do that before I pull my contact paper off of that. So here I'm making that half circle like I had mentioned on the side that where my finger will go to pull the little pull tab out. And so you can kind of see how that works right there. So it's kind of looking like a slider card now. So I went in and finished off putting foam adhesive over everything to give it lots of support. And we can give it another test run, make sure it's working okay, which it is. And then I decided I wanted to do the half circle on that back cardstock as well, just to make it easier to pull for your fingers. And then I'm cutting down my pull tab just a little bit more. Now you could take a stamp if you have that says pull. You could write pull. You could put a little arrow on it if you want. You could put a little stamped image on that if you want, whatever you want. I just left it blank for this video. So now I have my two little girls there, and here is the foam that I'm going to be using. I had planned all along that I would be using this foam, so I knew to make the width of my channel wider than this foam. So I am actually going to double up this foam just to give it a lot of height so it doesn't get caught up. The images don't get caught up on the grass or anything like that. So once I have that done, I'm going to go in with my anti-static powder tool one more time. Make sure that it doesn't want to stick on anything. And usually I don't have a problem with it, but it's just a good extra step to take just to make sure. I will a lot of times do that when I'm making shaker cards too, when I'm using the foam adhesive too, so shaker bits don't get stuck on that foam either. So now I'm placing the second little girl and kind of keeping her close to the first one so they look like they're moving a little bit more. And I could have extended this little channel here longer if I wanted to. That's up to you. Or if you wanted to put like 3 kids in that space, you could, get it a little bit longer and stick a third kid in there too. I just thought 2 looked good with this one right here. Next, I'm adding my sentiment, let's ride together. It's always so nerve-wracking to me to stamp straight on my card when I'm almost done with it, but went okay. And then next I'm adding these like 3 little lines. I don't know if there's a technical name for them. And then the little beep beep on it too. I thought that would be cute. I went in and added some white Jelly Roll pen accents, and then I added in the Cave Crystal Confetti Mix embellishments as well. And so there is our card. You can see how it moves back and forth like the little kids are getting on to the school bus. I just thought it was so cute and perfect stamps to go with this type of slider card. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe to my channel along with Trinity Stamps for lots of crafty inspiration. Also be sure to check out Trinity Stamps' Facebook page called Imagination, Inspiration, and Conversation for lots of crafty fun. Have a great day. Stay safe.